Good morning, students. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I hope that you are happy and well at your homes. And I also hope that you are happy and well at your homes due to the coronavirus crisis. And there is an emergency of this crisis, because of which you are at home and use this time to warm your relations with your parents, with your relatives, with your care ones and the loving ones. Okay, and use this time for the uh, useful and creative activities. Okay, basically don't waste your time and engage in the information related activities, creative activities and the skill based activities, so that your confidence is boosted by engaging in these activities. Okay, so basically, as you all know, that last time we had started our online classes. Okay, so in the last video of class 9th syllabus, we had discussed about the constitutional design. Okay, so basically, if we talk about constitutional design, then we can say that constitutional design is a chapter in which we had to study about the two parts of this chapter. This chapter is divided into two main parts. First of all, we have to know about the Indian Constitution with respect to the Indian Constitution, and the second part of this second part of this chapter is related to the South African Constitution, the making of the South African Constitution and the making of the Indian Constitution. Okay, so basically, so many things are involved in this chapter. So let's start our chapter of constitutional design. In the last video of this chapter, I had discussed about the making of the I discussed about the constitution. Okay, so basically, in which we had studied about the significance and the meaning of the constitution. Okay, so basically, meaning of the constitution means a constitution is a set of rules and regulation which is required to govern a particular country, which is required to form a country on the basis of its what that is rules and regulation. Means the rules are required to frame, the rules are framed to implement in a country, so that a country must be governed by a particular rules and regulations. So that is known as constitution. Okay, constitution is a set of rules and regulation by which a country is governed, or by which a country is run. Okay, so basically there were many features of constitution. First of all, we had discussed about the constitution. Basically, constitution signify the nature of the, clarify the nature of the state. Okay, it also gives the clear understanding of the difference between the organizations, the powers and the functions of the government. It also limits the power of government. It gives fundamental rights to each and every individual. Okay, basically all the rights and duties of the person must be enshrined in the constitution of that country. Okay, so constitution of that particular country is the document in which provides all the basic limits, all the basic powers and functions, how to run a country, how to govern a country. Okay, so let's start our next topic from this chapter, that is from making of the South African Constitution. So let us know about what is South African Constitution and how South African Constitution is made. Okay, so let's start our this topic by introducing the term the making of the South African Constitution. Okay, तो साउथ अफ्रीकन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के बारे में, if we talk about South African Constitution, then we go back to the time when colonization was begun. Okay, so basically when industrialization has emerged, after that British and all its neighboring states want to acquire its supremacy or dominancy over the Asia or African continents. Okay, basically these countries were occupied by the colonial countries like Britain, France, or Germany or Italy. These are the countries who were involved in colonize the Asian or African nations. Okay, so that time basically the British occupied the South African continent, South Africa, and colonize it. Okay, by extracting the resources to use in their industrial, to use their resources in their particular industries. Okay, so basically these are the colonies which gives benefits to the particular colonized countries like Britain, France, or some other powerful nation of that time. Okay, so basically South Africa was controlled or dominated by the white supremacy. White supremacy means the peoples who are who came from the British or the Britain. Okay, they control the South Africa. Okay, and basically if we talk about, so they involve they basically there were two types of people lived in South Africa. One was uh, whites and the another was one black. Basically black were the indigenous people of South Africa. Indigenous means they are the real citizens of South Africa, and the white people or the British people was the people who migrate from Britain and came to an Africa continent, or in South Africa, Africa in general and South Africa in particular. Okay, so after that they impose such type of rules and regulation in South Africa. They control all the life of South African peoples. Okay, basically they introduce the worst term that is known as racial segregation in South Africa, or they have to, and they made a law, or apartheid law, in which they segregate the black and the white people. Okay, basically there are many places which is restricted. There were many places in South Africa which were which restricted for the South African people, the indigenous people of South Africa. Means they are segregating, they are differentiating on the basis of their color, on the basis of their caste or creed. Okay, so basically that was the introduction of these type of laws in South Africa, which which stimulate the indigenous population to act against the oppression of the, or the domination of the white supremacy. Okay, they introduced such type of law, like the black people were not entered in particular white areas. Okay, so these types of law create the intense condition in South Africa. Okay, and as you all know, before coming to India, Mahatma Gandhi ji was also living in South Africa from 1893 to the recent times, to 1914. Okay, basically Gandhi came to India in 1915. Okay, after that Gandhi introduced certain types of things. Basically he involved in the freedom struggle of India. Okay, so after that he started the different types of things in India, and he involved in the freedom struggle of India. Okay, so basically before came to India, Gandhi also introduced Satyagraha movement in South Africa to boost the confidence of the South African black people and the Indians who are residing in Indian country, who are residing in the South Africa. Okay, so basically these were the people who got oppressed by the white supremacy. They faced the racial laws, they faced the apartheid laws. Okay, apartheid and the racial laws mean the laws which were segregating the black and the white people on the basis of their color. Okay, so let's move to the next concept of this topic, that is making of the constitution in South Africa. Basically all these the voices of the South African people was raised by an organization named African National Congress. Okay, after 1950s, basically they were take the charge of the African national movement, because Gandhi came to India in 1915, and after that the South African National Congress took the charge of the South African peoples and raised the demand to get independent from the white supremacy. Okay, after 1950s they raised their voice against the domination of the white, and there were many leaders at the time in South African National Congress who raised their demands to get independent from the white supremacy. Okay, basically the main leader behind the movement of the declaration of the independence of South Africa was Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela is also known as the father of South Africa. Like our father of the nation is Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela was the leader who takes South Africa to the new year horizons. Okay, basically Nelson Mandela took the charge of the African National Congress and lead this movement against the white domination. Okay, so basically in 1964, Nelson Mandela, due to the ongoing intense conflict due to the raising of demands by the political leaders of African National Congress, including Nelson Mandela, these were seen as the criminals in the eyes of South African government. So South African government, which were acting as a white government at that time, so they imprisoned the Nelson Mandela, including 7 other leaders of African National Congress in 1964. After that, this moment in which Nelson Mandela was in prison for 28 years, In 1992 or 1992, basically Nelson Mandela was freed from jail, and after that, in 26 April 1994, South African government adopted its national flag. Okay, so basically South Africa continent, South Africa government was South Africa was became independent in 1994. Okay, and after that they made a certain and one of the finest constitution of the whole world uh, to govern certain laws and certain conditions for the South African people. Okay, so basically if we take the example of South Africa, then we can say that South Africa is the country which made one of the finest constitution of the whole world. Okay, one of the finest. Okay, basically, and these constitution were made on the not just by the black people. These protest uh, the South African protest also include the white people also, who were very liberal to the black people, and they were also involved in protesting against the white government. Okay, and they collectively made the constitution of South Africa because Nelson Mandela has believed in the equality and the freedom of each and every individual. He may not believe in a particular person or a particular caste or a particular language or a particular raciality. Basically, Nelson Mandela was a leader who believes in equality, who believes in wider differences, who believed in basically equality, who want to free his country from the foreign domination, and who wants this country further led to the newer heights by merging, by inclusion of all the peoples, so that these peoples will live happy and prosperous in the South Africa. Basically, they made their preamble by including the black and the white also. Basically, they want to made a country South Africa, so that both the people, both the types of people, both the group of people, black as well as white, made their contribution to make South Africa great again. Okay, so that was the case of South African Constitution. Okay, so let's move to the next topic of this chapter, that is the making of the Indian Constitution. Okay, as you all know, British was the nation who colonized South Africa, and British was also the nation who colonized the South Asian continent. South Asian continent means the South Asian continent means the countries which are in South Asia, like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or so many countries. So India was one of them who was under the rule of the, or under the occupation of the British. Okay, so India was colonized for 200 years by the British in 1757 by winning the Battle of Plassey and winning the Battle of Buxar in 1764. British implemented its policies, rules and regulation in India through the Company Act or the different acts. After that, they introduced certain rules and regulations for proper strengthening of their rule in India. And after that, the condition has changed, and so many things. Basically, in 1858, the Indian freedom struggle had 1857, the first war of independence, or the first war of basically the freedom struggle against the first freedom struggle against British has broke out against the Britishers. Okay, after that, the rule will be taken. The rule was taken by the British Crown, and after that, basically, there is an ongoing rule of British Crown or the British King until 1947, when India became free on 15th August 1947. Okay, so after that, basically, these are the years when India was under the rule of the British government. Okay, India was free in 15th August 1947. Okay, before that, there were many commission and many things which were responsible for framing the Constitution of India. Basically, if we take the example, the earliest example of how the leaders of India want its own constitution, like in 1928, when Motilal Nehru, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, and 7 or 8 other members of Congress wanted to made a constitution for India. Okay, as well as in 1931, in the Karachi session of Indian National Congress, they also wanted to make a Indian constitution, and basically how the constitution would like the rights for the basically equality, liberty, freedom, justice, and the rights for minorities. These are the new ideals and values given by the Indian leaders. Okay, the making of the Indian constitution started after the making of the Constituent Assembly for India as well as Pakistan. Okay, in December 1946, basically December 1946 was the first day or the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly. Basically, after the Second World War, British formed a Constituent Assembly in 1946 to Constituent Assembly for making the Constitution of India. Okay, so basically they formed a Constituent Assembly in 1946, and after that the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly for framing the Constitution of India was on 9 of December 1946 under the chairmanship of Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. After that, the second meeting of the Constituent Assembly was in 11 December 1946 under the permanent president of the Constituent Assembly, that was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Okay, after that there were so many things introduced in the Constituent Assembly, and so many people were involved in Constituent Assembly. Basically, there were total 389 members in the Constituent Assembly. Okay, and the working of the Constituent Assembly mainly started from the by presenting the objective resolution presented by Jawaharlal Nehru in 13 December 1946, in which he introduced the new ideals and values and the rules and regulation which were made, which would make a part of the Indian Constitution after the independence of India, after framing the Constitution of India. Okay, so basically they show a resolution in which he showed all the basic ideals and the principle which they want to become a part of the Indian Constitution. Okay, there were so many ideals like equality, fraternity, freedom, like justice, like united integrity of the country, like rights for the minorities, rights for the SC and STs, rights for the all the other sections of the society. So these are the ideals presented by Jawaharlal Nehru on 13th of December 1946. After that, the working of the Constituent Assembly has worked considerably, and after that, in August or in September 1947 or October 1947, a particular committee was formed which known as the Drafting Committee. Okay, Drafting Committee was formed in August 1947 or September 1947 maybe, in which there were 6 or 7 members in that committee, which was chaired by or which was held by what, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, which is also known as the father of the Indian Constitution. Okay, the Drafting Committee was the main committee behind the making of the Indian Constitution. Okay, basically all the members of the committee, okay, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, apart from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, there were so many members. There were 6 or 7 members in the committee, like Alladi Krishna Swami Iyer, okay, B.N. Sadullah, D.P. Khetan, and K.M. Munshi, K.M. Panikakkar. So many members, so many good and intellectual members in the Drafting Committee. Drafting Committee was the committee which present the draft of the Constitution, how the Constitution look like, how the Constitution would enacted, what are the main provisions of the Constitution. So many things will include in the Constitution by the Drafting Committee. Okay, basically the Indian Constitution took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Okay, basically on 26 November 1947 our Constitution has ready. Okay, our Constitution has ready, and after that it was enacted on basically 26 November. The Constitution was ready at 26 November 1949, and basically it was implemented from 26 January 1950. There were the time framing for the Constitution was 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Okay, so basically there was the time frame which required for making the Constitution of India. Okay, so many people were involved in making of the Constitution of India, like Jawaharlal Nehru, okay, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, okay, Abul Kalam Azad, all the major leaders of the Congress, and the Drafting Committee was the main committee behind the making of the Indian Constitution. Okay, so basically if we talk about Indian Constitution, then Indian Constitution, as I told you that these are the main members behind the making of the Constitution, like Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Abul Kalam Azad, okay, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, okay, K.M. Munshi, K.M. Panikakkar, Alladi Krishna Swami Iyer, all the major peoples which were behind Dr. Rajendra Prasad, which were behind the making of the Indian Constitution. Okay, and basically the president of the Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The vice president of the Constituent Assembly was H.C. Mukherjee. Okay, and the constitutional advisor of the Constituent Assembly was B.N. Rao. Okay, so basically these are the persons behind the making of the Constitution of India. Okay, so the Constitution of India was implemented on 26 January 1950. Okay, the Constitution was written by an eminent personality named Prem Bihari Rayzada. Okay, and the paintings which were in the Constitution, the original copy of Constitution was made by Nandlal Bose. Okay, so basically these were the person involved in making of the Constitution. Okay, and after implementing the Constitution of India, Congress hold the government of India. Okay, so our Constitution, if we talk about our Constitution, then our Constitution is the one of the largest Constitution of the whole world. Okay, we take certain features from the different countries in our Constitution. Okay, like we take the example of USA, by which we taken the we have taken the concept of independent of judiciary, like the federal features we have included in our Constitution is taken from the Canada Constitution. Okay, we have the parliamentary type of government, which we had taken from the British Constitution. Okay, so these were all the features we had taken, or so many things etc. There were so many features we had taken from the different countries of the whole world. Okay, so basically we had made one of the finest and one of the lengthiest Constitution of the whole world in just 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Okay, and basically to a total 64 lakh was expenditure for making the Constitution of India. And basically our Constitution have 395 articles. Okay, and basically at that time when Constitution was made, there were 8 schedule, 7 fundamental rights at that time, but in recent time we have only 6 fundamental rights. Okay, so basically these are the people, these are the person behind the making of the Constitution of India. We have also a preamble which says that we the people of India have solemnly resolved to constitute India into a secular democratic republic and to provide all its citizens social, political, economic justice, equality, liberty, freedom. So many words are included in the Constitution of India. Okay, so basically today there is hence so many things we have discussed today of the Constitution of India. There I am thinking that there is one more video required to understand the Constitution of India. Okay, so basically tomorrow I will make another video to understand the Constitution of India, how the Constitution of India look like, and what are the main provisions of Indian Constitution. We will discuss tomorrow. So I hope that you understand all the topics and queries. So if you won't have any query and any problem regarding any topic, then you can comment in the comment section so that I can resolve your queries. Okay, so let's take a new start to achieve the newer things and to achieve the newer horizons in your life. Okay, so Ram, bye.